And today we're going to talk about comments and trackbacks. You can go ahead and watch this video, and if you look into the description, you'll find a link back to a blog post that'll have more information on comments and trackbacks. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's the blog post here that I did a while back, and you can see it's got different comments here that different people have added to, replied to, and that's very cool. This one is set up so that it also, anyway, it's a way that you can carry on a conversation with other people, and they can come in on a folder, they can add information back and forth. But it's a good way to have interaction. Comments are very cool. I love comments. Now, you first get started and you write your first couple of posts, and you don't have any comments coming in right away, then that could get kind of discouraging, and you're like, oh, gee, man, nobody's even reading my content. Well, that may be true, and that may not. And we'll get into tracking in a minute later in the course, where you can see whether people are reading your posts or not. Now, one thing I found that will help me to get more comments is while I'm actively posting and making comments, post on a regular basis and commenting on other blogs, then I have a lot of comments coming in. I kind of take a vacation and work on other things for a while and don't have regular posts, then I lose a lot of the readers and people that come visit on a regular basis. Things slow way down, and it takes a while to build back up again to get people commenting on your site. Right now, rather than to get this site up and with more traffic going on, I'm working on getting the WordPress for Boomers site up, and then later I'll go back and work on this one some more. But it does make a difference. You want to go ahead, the more consistent you are on your site, the better it helps. The more you reply to other people, comment on their blog sites and things, that helps the traffic and increases the traffic and the comments on your own site. As you can see here, this is one talking about the gravatars and the these gravatars, these little images here. See, some people don't have any gravatars showing up when they post something, and some people do. It just pulls in their picture. I didn't put it in. And as you can see a link further down on the post, you'll be able to see more about gravatars if you want to learn more about gravatars and how to have one. This is a tweet back. This is different. This is when someone is posting on Twitter about this post. It goes ahead and shows up in my comment section. And we'll get into that more in social media when we get into the social media section. We also have what you call trackbacks. Okay, now in here for trackbacks, when I write a blog post, a lot of times I like to go in, and you can see I'll actually put a link to another post somewhere, and that can be on another website, or it can be on my own website. But I like to give credit or link to different information. The information's already there. There's no reason for me to recopy all that information. I just put on a few sentences, my take on it, and then add a link so somebody else can, so they can find it wherever it's already. I don't mind sharing space and sharing with other people. Now the cool thing is when I go and to another person's site, and it's a WordPress site, and I on my site put a link to it, telling them about it. Well, on the original post, let's say this is original post here, quick way to add Flickr photos. Well, I wanted this to also show up a link on that on adding images, because it's a good resource on adding images, how to quickly add Flickr photos to your post. So I went ahead and on this one, adding images, libraries of your blogs, I put a link back to this page here. Now when I did that, it shows up as a comment on this post. And that way I know that, oh, somebody's talking about me. And I can go over and click on it and see what they're saying. And so that's kind of cool. It's kind of like, and they show up this way. Sometimes these will show up in order with the comment. Sometimes they'll show up later. And that depends on how your comments are set up. But this is, anyway, this is you have the trackbacks where they can go back to the original site that you're linking to, and you'll let them know that you're linking to them, put a little remark there. Or if someone's linking to you, you'll have a remark on your site there too. And then comments, you do want to have comments. You want to comment, you want to encourage commenters. And I got a lot of good plugins and things showing up on the post page that you can read. Anyway, Heidi Caswell, WordPress 101 for Boomers.